Do you have a child looking to attend CSU, Colorado State University in Fort Collins, or perhaps they're checking out Front Range Community College, both of them in the heart of Fort Collins? If so, I'm going to go over 10 reasons why you should consider an investment home for your student. Welcome. If this is your first time to the channel, my name is Stephanie Zambo, and I'm here to be your guide to all things Northern Colorado. So whether you have a moving truck packed up and ready to go, you're considering an investment property for a soon-to-be college student, or perhaps you're just doing a little bit of research, call, text, email me anytime. I'm happy to be a resource. And be sure to hit subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest Northern Colorado videos. So perhaps you have a high school graduate that's going to be attending CSU in the fall, or maybe they're transferring colleges, or perhaps they're going into a grad or master's program. Whatever the reason, you should highly consider purchasing an investment property for your student. And we're going to go over 10 reasons to consider on why you should purchase that investment. Number one is going to just be the fact that purchasing an investment is, in fact, a financial investment. Not only are you going to experience equity gain year over year on the property, but you're also going to be paying down that mortgage every single month. So here in Fort Collins, the average appreciation year over year is 5.8%. So when you consider a 4+ year program, imagine how much equity you can gain while you own that property. Reason number two is stabilizing housing costs for your students. Rents can go up, and pretty much only up. We really haven't seen rents come down here in Fort Collins. And so by providing a home where you have a set mortgage, you know exactly how much that mortgage is going to be, and you can charge that along to your student and any potential roommates. So in doing so, you are providing a stabilized housing cost for your student during their time at the university. Number three is potential rental income. So mention roommates. If you are getting a home that has multiple bedrooms and your student is looking to have roommates, then you can be charging them rent as well and potentially offset the mortgage cost entirely. So that is something to consider. So not only are you paying down the mortgage, you could be making some income as well during the time of the ownership. Here in Fort Collins, there used to be a rule called the U+2, which limited you to how many people you could rent the home to. Governor Jared Polis just recently signed in a bill that restricts those type of housing laws. So here soon, effective July, that U+2 will be no more, which means if you have a 5-bedroom home, it's effectively you will be able to rent all 5 bedrooms. So of course, we're still waiting for correspondence from the city, but we don't expect that they will have any repercussions. And so therefore that U+2 is going away. Number four is that you are the landlord, which means that you get to be the landlord for your student. Now, I have a background in property management. I was a leasing manager for over 3.5 years, managing a portfolio of over 350 units. And I'm here to tell you that not all property management companies are made the same. So by being a landlord, you can control the environment. You have a little bit more say over roommate situations. And you also get to control when maintenance gets done, how lawn care gets done. And you can also avoid having to have investors come and see their property once or twice a year. So you're allowing more privacy for the students and their roommates if they have them. So there are a lot of benefits to being the landlord to your student. That also gives your student potential for more comfort and security during their time at college. Number five is an enhanced college experience. So by owning the property, your student knows where they're going to live. They know who the landlord is. And overall, they're going to remove the stress of potentially having to move if an investor wants to sell the property or the rents are getting raised. I know personally at my time at Colorado State University, I moved every single year. And it was due to various reasons. A lot of them was because of landlords. And there almost always was a gap between my lease end date and my lease start date. So I had to get a storage unit every time. I had to book moving trucks when there was barely any moving trucks, so I had to be doing that 6 months in advance while I'm also trying to study for finals and just get through school. So I know personally having a home would have saved me a lot of stress, a lot of headache, and honestly, a lot of money. So an enhanced college experience can be peace of mind for being able to stay in the comfortability of a home, not having the stress of moving, not having the stress of increased rental costs, not having to spend months in advance looking for rentals, not having to come up with the security deposits or fill out tons of applications and spend application fees. So not only is it enhancing your college experience, but it also is saving your student or you money in the process. Number 6 is potential tax benefits. Now, always consult with your local tax advisor or CPA, but owning a home does come with tax advantages, whether it's writing off interest, as well as any kind of improvements to the property, and it potentially can reduce your taxable income. Number 8 is future family use. So after your student graduates, you may want to keep the property for other family members or potentially for yourselves as a vacation spot, or maybe as a place to come retire, because Fort Collins is typically at the top of the list for top places to retire in the US. It can also continue to be an investment property and continue to bring you in income long after your student has graduated and moved out of state. Number 10 is community integration. So when your student has an established household, they have established neighbors, and it allows them to get more integrated into their local community and meet neighbors and feel like they are, in fact, a part of the community. It may also allow them to have the stability of housing during those summer months and maybe secure employment and ultimately have a greater sense of belonging than just feeling like a transient student that's only there to attend college. And the last reason is personal financial responsibility. So in owning a home and having your student live in it, you're going to be teaching them skills, home ownership skills, money management skills, potentially some property management skills if there's roommates involved. And all of those skill sets will ultimately benefit them in the future, even beyond their college education. So those are just 10 reasons why you should consider an investment property here in the Fort Collins area. Fort Collins, as I told you, has always had a very stable rental market and equity gain year over year. So if you're considering purchasing an investment property in Fort Collins, I am happy to be a resource. As I mentioned, I was a property manager for over 350 units. Majority of those were CSU rentals. So I'm happy to talk about the potential pitfalls, things you should be thinking about when it comes to becoming a landlord, and other things that you may want to cover, or maybe you haven't even thought of. Reach out to me, let's schedule a phone call, and remember, whether you are just getting started, just doing a bit of research, or you have a moving truck packed, I'm here to be a resource and a trusted guide. So call, text, or email me anytime, and be sure to hit subscribe. See you next time.